Want to hear something nifty? Matt Rodriguez, the creator of Armies of Ashmore, sent me this sample figure. Of course, he said I didn't have to do a review, but I think we all know he's going to do a review. And then the awesome Savage Crucible team sent me this guy. 2 lizards for Christmas, just like in the Bible. 2 reviews. That's a lot to fit in with my intense workout regime. But then I thought, would it be crazy if I took 2 figures and made 1 review? I can already hear the comments from those deep state toy reviewers. 2 figures and 1 review. That's simply not how this is done. I can also hear the comment that 30 seconds in, I've spent too much time on gags and on the review. So let's get right to it. I like them.
Unboxing.
It's a cool new line of dinosaur action figures that somebody said a sample. You want to take a look?
What?
Yeah. Go. Oh, look at that cool dinosaur.
Oh my gosh. Cool dino. Oh, it's so cool.
Cool Dino is very high praise from Finn. While the boys were playing with Milwick and the various accessory packages, I opened Veretis Rapax's package. Phrasing. And the new package came with all this splattered blood on here too, but never mind about this. Warning, well, yeah, whatever. Let's get inside this package and see why would they do this? Oh my God.
Who are they?
Milwick, a thunder mage, in tune with not only the magic of Ashmore, but throughout all of Eden. The first Diplodocus action figure, maybe. Towering at over 9 inches tall, this thunder mage is imposing. Veteris is Latin for veteran, and Rapax for rapacious, which summarizes this vicious exile general precisely. And the name Milwick refers to ready-made carpentry work or finished woodwork that is manufactured in a... Okay, not all names have meaning, it fits him perfectly.
Opinions.
The reason why I combined these 2 reviews together is because T and I were at odds on which figure we preferred. And ultimately what it came down to, it had nothing to do with articulation, design, sculpt, it had to do with style preference. So we wanted to preface that at the beginning of this video. Well, after 2 minutes of gags. When you compare these 2 figures, T, what'd you think?
I like this one better. This one's cool and all. The style, and it's so cool. Like, there's so much about it.
But what do kids know about toys?
A lot more than grown-ups, I think.
Really what it comes down to is a preference and style. You prefer the Savage Crucible style, but what is that style?
It's like bloody and like realistic and like really gritty.
Influence.
But the aesthetic choice in the Army of Ashmore styles come from its roots. If you tiptoe over to the Defenders of Eden homepage, you'll find splash panels filled with colors and vibrant characters. The artist was clearly influenced, like other millennials, by the cartoons and comics of its times, like Extreme Dinosaurs, Dino Saucers, Land Before Time, Denver the Last Dinosaur, the Dual Income No Kids Dino, oh my god, the 90s were so freaking weird, and obviously He-Man, taking it to that cartoon level without the Armies of Ashmore becoming silly. Meanwhile, the latchkey kids over at Savage Crucible grew up with sword and sorcery, binging on issues of Conan while digging through the Necronomicon. I already talked about some of the other source material that influenced this line. Go check out that video over here. But even these Eddies from Stranger Things weren't immune from the influences of He-Man.
This is definitely Battle Cat. Like, red armor, it's green and orange stripes.
It's an homage. Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, yes. A lizard warrior riding a tiger, just like what's airbrushed on the side of my van. That I'm disappointed in you?
No.
As a human?
That you're disappointed in yourself.
Articulation.
Milwick's head has a good range of motion, and the neck has 2 pieces to give it a little bit of flexibility. The neck also has a ball and socket to the chest, making it easy to swap out. But while we're talking about the head, I want to go ahead and point out I love the details in this. All the wrinkles, the armor plating is really cool, the magic jewel hanging from his neck. I hate the dead milky ghost eyes. They remind me of my paralysis demon. Let's talk about his body. He has all the components of a modern figure. Bicep swivel, elbow, wrist, good shoulder movement.
This is pretty good articulation, I have to admit.
Because he's big. He's a big bruiser,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't get a lot of it. In fact, like when you compare him to some of the other figures of the same size and scale, like he actually has really good articulation. Lateral forward range of motion stops right about here, not quite able to put the hands together, but it's bulking season, I'll give him a pass. But you know what he can't do? Heft up and hold another figure while he gives him a big old teddy bear hug. Can't feel my legs.
I like that they put another joint in here. It's not much movement, but it's just enough.
Also, I want to point out, as a dinosaur fan, that his tail does not drag. Which is testament to how easy it is to stand and pose this figure.
The Savage Crucible tail has great articulation. 1, 2, 3, 4 points of movement. It's great movement. It swivels around just enough.
You can wag his tail like he's happy. Like a little puppy dog. Yeah, and a little puppy dog there.
Okay, so when it comes to his articulation, he's pretty dang great. He has wrist, elbow, this. His mouth opens really wide.
I hate cutting Tristan off right here because he's doing such a good job, but this video is already long enough, and we covered all this articulation in the Nin Villemere video. Go check this out if you want to know more. Tristan! Wake up! Wake up, son! Get up! We have to go back and redo the Savage Crucible review.
Why? We already published it.
Because we it up. This is the second version. In the first version, we thought we were done, but after rewatching everything, we realized we missed out a lot of great stuff in Rapax.
So look at these two dudes' eyes. This is Savage, and this is the more Savage leader. They both have slits in their eyes. He's not a Savage leader and a not Savage person. They have circular.
Okay, so here is my theory on why that is. I think these are saurians, which are dinosaurs. That's a Dilophosaurus. And this is like a Skeksis from Dark Crystal. Oh, and this is from... Oh.
Yeah.
Dang it.
This is Savage with slit eyes. This is not. Aren't slit eyes like you can see further and it's like better for like hunters? Like cats have them. Like yeah.
They narrow when they go into kill mode.
He's a hunter and he kills.
Oh god.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Foots.
I never thought feet would be a subject in and of it to himself, but they're critical for figure stability. Especially a bulky bruiser has to support all this weight. He's got great range of motion and excellent rocker, unlike some other classic bulky figures in my collection who can barely stay standing. Combat stance, and he holds. If you watched our Vidi review video, you know that we're not fans of toe articulation. But what I missed in that video were the issues the Lemurians had with their ankles. But the team found the problem and then reissued new feet to all the collectors. I don't want to sound like I'm fanboying too hard, but I definitely want to recognize that decision and the lengths they went to fix that error. Rapax came installed with the new feet, and I gotta say, it's a lot easier to stand them up. His new feet are so good, I have a recommendation on where else you could post pictures of them.
Measure them.
Observant viewers such as yourself will notice that I've been comparing Milwick's size throughout this video, but here's a quick rundown. He keeps farting. Is it you? Do you need to go take... No, yeah? Who needs to take care of this? It's terrible. Stop.
Accessories.
Tristan's been doing such a good job in this video, but I really wanted to push his reviewing abilities. Tristan, I want you to compare the two different armors between Savage Crucible and Armies of Ashmore. Go. Don't let him beat you. Don't let him beat you. Focus. Focus. No. Focus. No, you're not listening. Focus. Pay attention. Talk about manufacturing and production. Talk about paint samples.
So some of my favorite things about the armor is like it's not just like the red armor, but it kind of looks like it's rusted and splattered.
It's really worn out.
It's really cool.
Scuffed up, yeah.
Yeah.
T. Rapax and Villemere are the only two that wear this spiked armor. Do you think it's like leader armor since they're both leaders also?
Possibly.
Bold commitment.
Like, we don't have many, like, bloody weapons.
No.
And, like, once you've read, like, the story of him, like, looking at these weapons are just so cool. And having them with the Savage Crucibles will be great. When we play them as cultists, it'll just be amazing to have bloody weapons and have them sitting there just stabbing their victim.
Check out this sword though. It's a cutlass. Seems weird. I have all the Lumerian figures and not a single one of their weapons match this style.
You think he stole this? I think he murdered someone and took this? It's not their Lumerian style.
No.
Yeah, I think he took it from.
Yeah.
These are also different style too, these blades. They're more Roman, kind of Conan-esque. They're very different style from the other weapon specs that come before.
Isn't veteran Rapax Roman?
Latin. Yep.
Latin. So close enough. I feel like the hands should have counted as a weapon. Because look at these bloody knuckles. It's just so cool.
So if his hands are bloody from punching and beating down people, why is his mouth bloody?
Well.
Lipstick.
Yeah, exactly.
You probably noticed that there's gloves on his hands throughout this video. It's because I swapped out for some Mythic Legion's gloved hands. I don't know. I just thought, he's kind of a leader. Maybe he sometimes is putting gloves on his hands. It just looked cool. Don't look too much into it. This time there's a mystery packed into it. And what was it, T?
It was this sword.
Delicious, icy Jolly Rancher blue. Man, that was like antifreeze. I could just lick that up. What do you think it is?
I don't know. It could be ice. It could be like a crystal.
They've done fire weapons, so yeah, why not go the opposite direction, right?
It could also be like kind of like a glass.
Oh, glass swords are common in modern fantasy. Somehow glass weapons are more durable than like diamond and steel, but yeah.
It's like clear color.
It could also be a magic sword. You are now my slave. Because I've been so naughty. Oh, what the hell, man? Why did you have to take it there?
And here's the Armies of Ashmore weapons.
Okay, so this staff, it's pretty cool.
It's really good.
Yeah, they did great on the wood.
Yep.
I don't like this curl here.
What? I love that. I think that gives it so much of its character. It's great rather than just a regular stiff pole.
Grow up.
For Wizard character, you have to have magic effects.
So, I think it's smart and all that there's an imprint of a fist here, and you can pop it in.
Or put it on his hands.
Yes.
Go Goku style. Or Street Fighter Hadouken.
Yes, but a fist magic just looks weird.
Oh, the fact that the end has a fist.
Yes.
Not your style, huh?
No.
Bonus toile.
Along with Milwick, Matt sent us some accessory packs. Alternate black staff with blue magic, and variants as a Triceraton and Ankylosaurus kits. Ankylosaurus head with matching skin tone.
This one is pretty cool.
That one's awesome.
Doesn't need two.
No, it's because you can do this.
Oh.
Oh, man, do you know toys? Should I get another child in here?
Quiet, Dad. It kind of looks like the top of a sewer lid from Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, kind of, but it's the armadillo, or it's not armadillo.
Armadillo?
Ankylosaurus, I'm allowed to slip. Ankylosaurus shell. Yeah, it matches, it's a motif. It'd be like if I was wearing a human spine rib shield.
Oh, it's terrible.
Maybe he actually took this from an Ankylosaurus he killed. Look, okay, this is peak He-Man, is what this is. This is straight Motu, and with that respect, the blue, the silver, the crest, like, it nails that aesthetic, like, out the park. This isn't your flavor, and it's honestly, this tips over the edge of mine, too, but it nails what it's going for. Like, this honestly looks like something straight out of the 1980s package. Like, this is going for that. Like, He-Man Dinos.
So, this one's, like, really heavy. This is, like, nice, like, light plastic. Like, there's no way it would make a hand, like, droop.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, for the people that stand up their figures and just keep them on a shelf, loser, I'm just kidding.
No!
I love the Ankylosaurus pack. For us, though, the Triceraton pack just wasn't doing it. It's a style, and we didn't love the Fireman's Axe, but it's really well done, and it's great quality.
D&D.
Savage Crucible packs in D&D cards for all their figures. Now, we didn't get one for Veretis here, but in his bio, it said that he started off with a keen intellect, and then he leveled up his strength and agility, right? Mm-hmm. So, he's pretty lean and agile right now. He's not a big, bulky guy, which means that he was probably really emaciated before. What do you think if you were to give him like a bonus to strength or a bonus to agility? What would you be, if you roll a d20 here, what would you be giving him when you roll?
2 for agility, +2.
Okay.
Only because he has armor on, so only +2.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
And
he's still
then-
weighed down. Okay.
For strength, I would also give him like a 2. Because he's still like really lean.
Yeah.
He's not like big and bulky.
So that's what I picked up from the bio was that he didn't, it's not like he went superhuman. He just went, now he's in shape. Before he was just a scrawny nerd. He studied and got smart. And then he's like, okay, I also need to start hitting the gym a little bit more, right? So he's not like, he's not massive. He's never going to get big. He's just going to stay lean like a runner, okay? All right. So he's also a wizard, which means he's packing a lot of intelligence. So they're actually,
I was just about to say that, yeah.
Wisdom, right? Because it's spellcasting, whereas his is strategy or conniving or maybe he's even strong at charisma since he's a leader too, right? He's exiled and he's still got followers to leave and come with him into exile.
Brain cases.
The Armies of Ashmore have some pop and swap customizing features. Matt also sent us the head pack with the purple skin tones to match Milwick.
What happened? Oh, your nose. Oh, that's terrible.
When it comes to swapping pieces, dang, his head was hard.
Yeah, so we had to definitely apply so we had to use hot water in order to get those on and off, right? Once I did that, these were able to pop on pretty easily and they stay on really well too. So it's just a matter of hot water. Same thing we have to do with the Savage Crucible knees and ankles.
Milwickers are must-have from the Kickstarter, but I have fallen in love with this Ankylosaurus. Each character head comes with a snap-on helmet. One of my favorite features for a figure is the face. It's why I married my wife. She's a 10. And just like her face, these figure sculpts are stunning. It's funny how an expression could change with just one pose. Thoughtful, introspective, chill dude. Cold, dispassionate sociopath. I have kids! Don't tell me about your problems. Speaking of unhinged lizards.
Hey, is this a tegu, my favorite lizard that we're going to have as a pet in the future?
Possibly. I mean, it kind of looks like an iguana, but iguanas have like frills. So I can't tell if it's like a hybrid or
You know who would be able to tell us?
What?
Nick and Nicole.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's supposed to be, you're a lizardologist. It's supposed to be that red inside. Oh, wait, this is snake. Look, what are those? Those are fangs up there. Is this a snake? No, it's not a snake.
No, Dad, those are not fangs.
No, they could be hidden fangs.
Nope.
In the venom sacs. That's what these bulges are here. No?
No.
Veteris comes with a second armored head, which you can either use as a helmeted version of him or some faceless honor guard for army building.
Story time.
What we also got with this character was more world building, which is excellent storytelling. On the map, it pointed out that he got exiled and he was fighting the Grey Rot. So he's in these forts that are to the south fighting the Grey Rot. What's the Grey Rot? Has that ever been mentioned before? Do you know what the Grey Rot is?
No, it's on the map.
Yeah, it's on the map. Don't know where it is, but it hints to it, right? So that is this implied world building that is, what does this mean? It's another mystery that makes you just hooked into it.
Sum it up.
Two very different figures in one very weird review. Both these figures are great through and through. There are certain things we didn't love about the Armies of Ashmore, but it ultimately just came down to style and preference. If that's your take, you're gonna absolutely love them. Even with those few considerations, I still love Milwick. I'm also extremely fond of our exiled general Rapax. I know it's early to say, but both these figures are definitely going to be competing for our end of the year top 10. That is until I get those Piranoids in hand. But more important than some arbitrary ranking system, both these figures are definitely...
What are you gonna be? Perfect! That's right!
Playable. I'm absolutely tickled all the way down to my jellies that Matt from Armies of Ashmore and the Savage Crucible team sent these figures. Thanks so much for considering us. And to you, who's been watching this insanity for almost 15 minutes, which is an indicator you're probably also batshit crazy.
To redo the Savage... Your lips are so purple.
Oh my god. He's fine.
Hugs and kisses.